So it looks like you're planning on extending your visa longer than the 30 days that you get with the visa on arrival in Bali. If you're wanting to know all the different ways that you can do that, we are going to be sharing that exactly that in this video because we have done it many times.
Many times. Welcome to our channel. This is Josh and Polly, and we're extremely excited to share with you step by step what you can do to extend your visa. Why we have decided to record this video, because when we arrived in Bali, and actually this was first time last year where we spent 6 solid months. This time we're already third month. So we were wondering what are the most easy and smoothest ways to stay longer than those 30 days that allowed.
Because we did last time we extended 2 different ways. This time obviously we only extended 1 different way, but we're going to share it all with you right now so you can choose which one's better for you, price wise, feasibility wise, all the different metrics we're going to be sharing with you right about now.
We're going to share with you 4 different options that you can do, so definitely stick till the end of this video, because at the very end we're going to share some juicy stuff that maybe probably not many people are sharing online.
Yeah, not many people talk about that one openly because it's kind of around about an roundabout way, but it allows you to stay longer without having to do too much effort. But we'll share that with you in the last one.
Okay, number 1. So if you're planning go to Bali, you can get visa on arrival, which is valid 30 days, and it costs around $30.
$35 depending on the time, but yeah, around about that.
And you know, actually it doesn't matter if you're going for 5 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you're still paying the same amount for the visa and you're allowed to stay for 30 days. What does it mean you're allowed to stay for 30 days? Because after 30 days, if you don't have visa, you're an immigrant, so you can be in troubles.
And we want to say as well, this is a key thing that not many people talk about. Definitely check your expiry date of your visa, because sometimes it might be like a day different or something like that depending on when you get it. So everything that we share in this video, even the visa on arrival, always check your end date and make sure that when you do fly out, that you give yourself a bit of a buffer just in case it's delays or anything like that.
And anyway, if you want to find out a little bit more about the basic procedure, which is visa on arrival, you can check this video when we cover in detail visa on arrival and actually so much more about traveling to Bali, what to be prepared, how to prepare yourself, how the Bali life look like. So definitely check this video when you're going to see step by step on this basic visa procedure.
So if you're staying longer than 30 days, what can you do? Very simple. The first thing that you can do is you can do it basically almost, we call it the manual way, where you do it all yourself. It costs around 500,000 IDR, which is around about 25 pounds, $30, something around that mark. And then what that means is you have to go to the visa office in Denpasar. So Denpasar is just like one of the main areas in Bali.
It's close to airport,
close to
and
Kuta, close to airport.
It's called immigration office. So it's a place when all tourists or immigrants have to go if the visa is ending, the 30-day visa mark. But what is the really important thing, which we want to warn every single one of you, because this process that we're going to share with you takes time. So if you think, oh, is it 20 days already and I've got 10 days left, let me just start planning what to do with visa, is already too late, right? So you need to be aware that after 2 weeks, you need to start applying for a new visa. And why? Because this process, the first one that Josh mentioned, like by the book, but you're doing it a little bit by yourself, it takes time.
So this one, it takes time, but it's the cheapest out of all of them. So it's the cheapest one at 500,000, but it just requires you to do it by at least 2 weeks prior to your finish date. But not only that, there's going to be 3 trips that you'll need to do. So the first one is you need to go to the visa office to go and basically submit for this, right? Submit, register, and submit your details. Second time you have to come back there.
For biometrics.
Yeah, biometrics, it's usually a few days to 7 days after. They'll ask you for biometrics. You go there, they take a picture, they take biometrics. And then the third time you need to go back, once it's all complete, to get your passport. So as you can see, there's a few different times, especially if you're living far, to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It can add up.
But not only that, it requires queuing a lot.
True.
Like you will queue for hours. Because it is so many people that are visiting Bali, especially in the summer season, where summer season in Bali is holier. So trust me, you will be in a queue. So So get yourself prepared. However, as just mentioned, this is the cheapest option and you can just do it. Just remember, 2 weeks minimum. I would even say you can start organizing this after like week being in Bali because you never know how long it may take.
So we didn't do that one because actually we left ours a bit last minute and it got to around the 10, what Holly's saying about don't wait till 10 days is because we are talking from experience. Don't do that. We got to around 10 days, we're like, actually we definitely want to stay in Bali a bit longer, let's extend.
Yeah.
And then it got to that point and we were like, when we started figuring this out, we're like, okay, maybe this is a bit too late. But no, so we did it the second way. So this is the second main way that we're going to share with you now, which is actually using a
agency. And you know, there is plenty of agency. You're going to be in Bali, you will see agency shops. There's so many of them. And you know, this is not one of the scams type things. They're legit companies that help you deal with visas and things like this and making for you, like do for you. Something like that, right?
Yes, obviously there'll be a bit of an extra charge. However, it's a lot more easier on your front. So what we mean by this is, so this one, the price that we paid was around 900,000 IDR per person, right? So almost double more than what the previous one was, almost. So with the second option, it only requires you to go to the immigration office once instead of 3 times. Obviously the price is almost double, so it's at 900K per person, but it saves you a lot of time, a lot of effort. Other than that though, you will have to travel probably to the visa office.
Yeah, but visa office may be just next to your doorstep. You know what I mean? We've chosen this visa office because last year we use their services and they're very efficient, very friendly. They do for you everything in such a professional manner. So we have decided to choose them this year as well. We went there once with our passports. They took the passports, we paid, and then that's it. We never seen them again, and we left the passports. The main thing, what happened, we only went to immigration office in the past that I just mentioned once to give biometrics, right? So the picture and they scanning your finger. The huge difference we could see that we didn't need to queue because all our documents were sorted by the visa office. So basically we kept all the people queuing and we straight away went for the ticket number when everything is sorted and we're just waiting to go and take a picture and the biometrics. After that, we've basically waited, I guess, a week. I've messaged the visa office, you know, you can talk to them on the WhatsApp. They're such a friendly people. And I said, oh my gosh, our visa is ending. What if the new visa won't come on time? And they said, don't worry, we're already taking care of that. The most important is we started the process while you were still allowed to be in Bali. So that was super cool. What happened when the passports with the visa arrived, they just sent with a driver straight to our hotel. To our villa, so it was so easy. It was
like 10,000 IDR, which is like nothing basically for that. And actually, you know, when we left the passports at the visa office, the first time we ever did this, it felt a bit weird, you know, leaving our passports there for them to put in a place that we didn't even know because we had to travel a bit far to get to this visa office. So all we do recommend, if you are doing this option, definitely check the reviews of the visa office you go to. You know, because you see so many, like Polly said, generally they're all good companies, well, majority, but obviously you never know with some of them. So what we say is if you see one on the side, make sure to check the reviews online because obviously you may need to leave your passport and it may feel a bit weird. But with the one that we use, if you want to use the same one as us, we've used them like all the times that we've ever done this and they've been perfect. So if you want to use our one, we will leave a link in the description so you can go check them out.
Ta-da! So we covered 2 options, now we're going for a third option. And the third option is for those of you guys who want to stay longer than 60 days. Because you may be thinking, okay, so if I extended my visa once, I guess I can repeat the process and extend again. That's not the case. After 60 days, you have to leave Indonesia. You have to leave Indonesia. Or you don't have to leave Indonesia.
You do the 4th thing, but we will get to that in a moment.
Exactly. So this year, we have decided to leave Indonesia and come back. So basically, you can leave for 1 night. You can leave and the same day you can come back. We have decided to take a weekend off and just go to Malaysia, which was pretty close, with 3 hours flight. And we had a weekend in Malaysia. And then after we came back, you're just going through the same process as you are a fresh person who just arrived in Bali, right? So you're getting your visa for 30 days, you're paying your $30, and then boom, you're going through. And then you can again extend for extra 30 days with immigration office. So kind of you repeat whole process, right?
So it's simple. It's just, you know, you book your flights out, you book accommodation out, and you book everything to come back in. We actually, because we what we did this time, we've been here in Bali almost 3 months now. So for the first month, we got visa on arrival. For the second month, we did the process that we just shared with you, number 2. And then now for the third month, we just jumped out, went to Malaysia and came back. And we just left our luggages here. We just took a little travel luggage with us. The only thing that we would probably recommend though is if you are thinking about doing that, we just took a weekend out, but even Malaysia, which is pretty close, it was kind of a bit like...
Exhausted.
Yeah, one full day of traveling, because obviously you gotta leave early, catch the plane, then you're traveling, then you gotta catch the place to go to your other house in Malaysia or wherever you're going, and you gotta... Yeah, there's a lot. That was one full day of traveling. Then we had one day of nothing, no traveling. Then we had the next day was flight again, so it was a whole day traveling. So if you are thinking about doing it, and you're thinking about doing a short weekend, just be mindful that that will be the case. So probably plan for you. If you're okay doing that, do that. But looking back, probably we would have had a few more days out of the country.
I'll come back on the same day.
Yeah, or just do it all in one. Yeah, that's another option. So you think what you want to do for you.
So basically now we can stay for 60 days. So in total it's like 4 months. What we're going to do when it's middle of this month, we're going to extend again for another 30 days. So in that situation, we're going to stay in Bali 4 solid months. So that was the number 3.
Now number 4.
Drum roll.
The mystical one. So with this one, yeah, like we said at the beginning of the video, not many people share this because actually not all visa agencies do this because it's kind of a grey area. So there is a way for you to stay in the country. So what we did actually last year, or the year before, last year, when we was in Bali for 6 months.
Without leaving the country?
Yeah. So
once.
Once, just to confirm. So for the first 2 months, we did the typical thing, okay, visa on arrival, then extend with the agency for the second month. But then for the next 4 months was this process where you can apply with certain agencies to not necessarily need to leave a country. The only thing is, some agencies used to do it, but they don't do it anymore. So what you need to do, you kind of need to get in tune with the agency and see if they can do something like this. The one that we did, we don't know exactly if they do the same exact thing right now, but you can definitely check them out and see what they say.
And you know, just bear in mind that this process is more expensive. I think it was over £1,000, definitely, for 2 of us, right? Something like this. So we don't know the prices, which are at the moment. They may go up, they may go down, because we did this over a year ago. However, be mindful. I was still happy to go out from the country, but Josh was like, nah, we're not leaving. He was like, we're comfortable here, right? So
when all the, I don't know, the CV stuff was going on, all that stuff was going on, and then it was
the
like...
name shall not be named.
Yeah, he who shall not be named. When that all stuff was going on, it was a bit like, going through all that PCR, all that sort of stuff and everything like that, and then plus there was complications with documenting it. So it was just an easy option. Now it's not too bad.
It will enjoy the way. It was good. So this is the 4th option.
Yeah, and actually with that option, there is a possibility that you might be able to stay longer as well. So we were only expecting it to come back for 2 months, but it came back a bit longer. So it may be a case where it comes back shorter, comes back longer. They kind of do something based on some hidden knowledge or something like that, and then they determine. So definitely do speak to them if you are interested in doing that.
So there we go, guys. This is our 4 crucial steps. Depends how long you want to stay in Bali. This is the freshest, the newest update, so definitely planning to go to Bali this year. This is what you can expect, and you're going to have an amazing, absolutely holiday. We know you will plan to stay longer because Bali is just so magical, and it will, you know, the energy will just hold you in, and you will feel like you want to stay on the goddess island.
We noticed that even more when we went to Malaysia. Like we went to Malaysia and then came back, and Malaysia was cool, but like coming back, you could really just feel the Bali energy is very different, like very nice. So,
and definitely, guys, let us know. We do record quite a few videos around Bali, about Bali, food, travel, lifestyle, and we're planning to do so much more. If there's anything that you would like us to record because you're planning to go to Bali and you've got some burning questions, or something that really would like to see from the perspective of the people who are in Bali, let us know in the comments, and we're doing our best to create that video for you.
Definitely, let us know in the comments. Also, we have some other videos as well, so what you can do with Bali and all these different things. So we'll probably put some links to some of the videos so you can see. You can definitely check them out to make sure you're making the most of your trip in Bali, whether you're spending a few days, 7 days, a month, 2 months, or beyond with some of these processes that we shared here.
And if you enjoyed this video, or if you value any values whatsoever, just give us a thumbs up and a like button. And most important, if you haven't subscribed yet to our dope channel, where we're sharing everything about traveling, lifestyle, spirituality, self-development, and much more, just do so. And click notification bell icon so you'll always be notified when our new videos are
And
out and about.
If you have a burning question, because sometimes we definitely respond to the comments, but sometimes we miss some of them. If you have a burning question, make sure to just follow us on Instagram or send us a DM. We're more active there. So yeah, looking forward to assisting in whatever way possible. See you guys in the next video.